Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here again this week. And thank you for coming and sharing your passion. And what my passion is all about helping people have the best integrity of life and find it getting back to basics because we really do need to get back to basics and the holistic way of living. So it's all about education and sharing and caring and knowledge is power. So I have some powerful women today, and I have been so very blessed that I have met these folks. They just the universe, God, everybody's just been putting these powerful people in front of me, and just making my life so full. And I have to say, it's so funny because we all have mutual friends, and they kind of just keep on bringing us together because they know we fit well. So, welcome, ladies. Hi, my friends.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm so happy to have you here finally, because Florella, actually, we've been trying to get you here for a couple months now.
A little bit. Yeah, for a couple of months.
But it's amazing, and it's all going to be fun, and we're going to share our passions and
Yes.
just have a good ladies' day.
Little ladies' night.
Yes. So Florella, introduce yourself and tell me what your passion
Sure.
for life is.
I'm Florella Adams,
Hi.
and I am with CPS Financial Services. For professionally, I'm a financial representative that is out there helping families and small business owners. So that's what I do professionally, kind of guiding them and being a resource and helping them, to overcome the challenges that happen, throughout life and preparing for a lot of the things that they're not prepared for. So that's what I do professionally. And my passion for about the last 10 months, in January, I started a group called Faith Connections Empowerment Group. And originally it was an all-female group, which was females are igniting their hopes. And the transition and the journey the last few months, the group turned into Faith Connections Empowerment Group, and now it's friends
Right,
are igniting their hopes.
exactly.
And it's a professional networking business group, and my passion has been bringing people together and connecting them on a professional level, and helping them find what their passion is professionally, and also it's become an emotional journey too. Really encouraging people and inspiring people to do not only what they're good at in life, but at a certain point of life you want to do what makes you happy and
Exactly.
what you're excited to do.
Yes.
You want to wake up and that have that excitement to get out of bed and really do what you're meant to do, and what I say God put you on this earth to do.
Exactly. And that's all about what I inspire. I like to inspire people to live life and be happy.
Yes.
And that's important. I think that's what we all are doing.
Definitely.
So, Dr. Pastor Karen, amazing. Another amazing lady, my friend. Introduce
What can I
yourself.
say?
Yes.
I'm Dr. Karen Detweiler, known as Pastor Karen, also known as Karen to my friends. My passion is to spread the gospel, to save souls, to heal women and men the same, to do all the things that God has put us on the earth to do. He created us to help one another, and that's my passion, to help make people smile, bring back their joy, bring back their laughter, because sometimes life can throw you a curveball that you sometimes can't bounce back from by yourself. So you need help from people and God. And that's really my passion, to make people whole again.
Okay.
And so that's one of my passions, of course, in my regular, everyday, secular life. As they would say, I'm a nurse. So that's my other passion. It's like God took me from nursing to pastoring. So I went from body to soul.
Ooh.
That's an interesting
like
part.
that,
I went
yeah.
from helping people with their bodies, their medications, to soul, and now, the new thing is holistic.
Right.
So God is taking me on a transition, and I'm loving it, and I'm
Exactly.
learning. So even as you speak, we're losing weight, we're being healthier, we're exercising, we're helping minds, bodies, souls, emotions. All of that is included in being whole, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
my passion, to make people whole.
That's it.
There's nothing like a happy, satisfied person.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old, how heavy, how light, how dark, what nationality, what denomination. If you're happy and you're whole, that's God's desire. He came that we would may have life and have it more abundantly. So that's what I live by.
Okay. And that's what it's all about. Have to have the balance. Body, what is it? The life, your
Mind, body, and soul.
body, and spirit. Yes,
Yes.
definitely. Because If you don't have that, forget about it. It just don't work. You're missing one part of it, it just don't work. So
Right.
it's really, really important. That's what I believe, and that's how I actually have been on my journey.
Right. We're all
on this journey. And that's why he's putting us together.
Right.
Because we're just helping each other, because we're missing parts.
Right.
So in order to get it all together, we need each other
Yes.
to make us whole. So that's
Knowledge.
yeah,
We need each other's knowledge
Yes.
to complement each
Yes,
other, and we need the
yes,
different
yes.
personalities, the different emotions to keep everything in bondage,
Yes,
and not
yes.
in a bad way. But sometimes somebody needs to pull you in.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, and not necessarily because you're angry, but maybe with your weight, or maybe with your mindset, or maybe you're depressed or oppressed. Obstacles have gotten in your way. So I think that this is great to be on this passion for life, to talk to people,
Yeah.
and to how God can connect us. I always say inspiration, encouragement is, to me, man encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
But inspiration is divine encouragement. God has stepped into that encouragement,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that one lasts longer.
Oh yeah. I can't say nothing more than
And,
that.
I definitely agree. I think we all have, different talents and different abilities, and we're all unique in some type of way. And, what I'm learning as I get to a certain age is that, I see it too often when I'm out there, people try to be somebody else, or they try to emulate somebody else. You have to really find who you are, because inside of
Yeah.
you, there's definitely a unique person, and it's a matter of, recognizing that and going with that. Don't try to be somebody else. So, one of the things about the Faith Connections group is recognizing that everybody is unique and everybody has a talent, and there's, I know the things that I'm good at, and the things that I'm not good at, I reach out to other people to help me, and as you get older, you learn that it's okay to ask for help when you need it, and
Exactly.
there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
to say, hey, my friend, can you
Yes.
help me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me the way?
Absolutely.
Because I'm really good at this, but you know what? You're incredible at that.
Yes,
So
yes.
let's work together as a team, and how much more will we get done with whatever we're doing, whether it's personally, whether it's, in your career. We really have to be able to reach out. I think especially as women, sometimes we take the weight of the world upon our shoulders, and, we say, nobody can do it like I can do it. But how much easier is it, and how much more can we get done if
Together.
we,
Mm-hmm.
together?
Yeah. Actually, I have been involved with a group, and it's like a rippling effect.
Yeah.
Because the group that I had gone with was actually, we were doing workshops and what have you, and basically it's learning how to give and receive.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
the thing is, a lot of times you don't know how to receive. You're always giving. So now we have to learn how to receive, because it's okay. It's okay to sit back and get something,
Sure.
You have to be a little selfish also.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
and take care of number one, because if you don't take care of number one, who's going to take care of you? Everybody else is there for you, but not really. You have to be there for you. And you have to make sure you do the best for you, body, mind, and spirit, or else you're not going to flourish. You're not going to thrive, So it's important to just and ask for that help. So that's why I met you all.
That's how we all met.
To break it down, I didn't have anybody for a Friday night as a guest, and so I reached out to a mutual friend of ours.
Yes.
And he reached out for us, to you all.
Yep.
Right.
And you all didn't come.
Right.
You all didn't come.
It wasn't that we didn't want
well,
to.
actually,
We
It was 4th of July weekend, actually.
it was. You didn't even call me.
Oh,
Pastor Karen didn't even call me. But Florella did call me. We had a nice conversation. It's okay. It's okay.
Listen,
We
I ain't got nothing to say about that. You got me out
she was
there.
doing the work of the Lord.
it was all good. It was all
Listen, I'm
good.
not gonna lie. So we
You-
just gonna
you-
we just gonna let that flow.
You probably say, who am I going to call this? Who?
It's so funny because
I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot. He called me and he gave me the information when I was in the grocery store. And he's telling me, and I'm like, I'm on the line and it's making a lot of noise. And I was like, when I get outside, I'm gonna call you and you give me the information. And when I got outside, he texted to me. And that's about all I'm gonna say. But you know what? I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. God has his timing. And this was tonight.
Yeah.
So, because if I would have came then, I wouldn't have known you.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I really wouldn't have known what to say. It would have been new. I had just met her. But
Yeah.
now that we've known each other, had time, experienced, I have a little more to say, a little bit more to give, a little bit more understanding of who we are and the emotions, the things we've been through. And now we've been a little bit more, as we would say, not just associates, but friends.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have more to say. Then I would have just sat there and been maybe like praying for you.
No, no.
It would have been me, right?
but that was how
But
we
to God be the glory.
that was how we all met, was
we-
connections.
Yes.
He connected
Yes.
us.
Yes.
He actually connected me and Pastor Karen. And
Oh, really? You did too?
Well, he brought
Really?
her to my business
Oh,
symposium.
okay,
Yeah.
The
okay.
first one I had. Now she's in
Really?
the second one.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how she got. She
Okay.
came to my church because at the business symposium, and she was his guest.
Wow.
And
Well,
I wasn't gonna, you know what? I wasn't feeling well that morning. I said it was truly God that brought me there because I wasn't feeling good, and I think I had a little something going on with my stomach. And I remember coming to the door, and Pastor Ron was there, and I said, "I'll be right back," because I hadn't eaten anything. So I said, "Let me go next door to the deli and get something to eat." And you know, I was so glad I came. You know, sometimes God truly brings us to where we need to be.
Yes,
you know, and I walked
definitely.
in, and you know, I said to myself, "Now I know why I came." You know,
Yeah.
because it was really just a great experience, and it was the beginning of you know, a friendship and a great connection, and that's kind of how, you know, full circle
Yeah.
the connection has been.
And we're talking about Heim. Okay.
Right.
I don't know.
Hi,
It's like-
hi.
We're talking about
And I've told the story, so I'm not going to really tell the story, but I had met him, and then I was like, no, he's a strange one. And then God put him back there again, and then I met him again, and then I said, you know what, he's not that bad. You know, he got something going.
He got
And
something to offer.
he's really offering a whole lot.
Absolutely.
And he's a sweetheart.
Sure.
And then I met his wife and
Yes,
everybody,
me
and
too.
Sure.
it's just amazing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, you
And
know what? You
so-
have to get
That's
to
why you
know
can't
people.
go by your first
No,
impression.
you cannot.
You have
Not
to
all.
get
gotta
to know
give it
people.
time.
Yes, you do. You
Yes,
really
you never
do.
know how people's day is going.
Yes,
Sure.
it's true. And what were you saying?
Yeah, you have to get to know people.
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
I said,
yeah.
you can't always judge the book by its cover, although
No.
a lot of people do. But you have to truly get to know
Yeah, the
what's
inside. Yeah.
You know?
Well,
You'd be surprised.
sometimes I think when I first met you all, I knew we were friends already.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't take me long.
Yeah, you said that.
It really didn't. You know, I think the conversation that we had, we must have talked on the phone for
I
a
felt
couple
like
of
we
hours.
knew each other
Yeah,
forever,
right.
you know? Yeah, well, you know, we had a lot in common
Yes.
because your mom had recently passed
Right,
away. and-
right.
Yeah, and within the last couple of years, I lost, you know, my grandmother and my uncle.
Right.
So I really, you know, related. We could relate to each
Yes,
other.
we did. We
I truly
did very
understood
much
how you-
so. So it was just we connected. You're doing really well with that, and you
Yeah.
are definitely there for a reason doing this. You know, both y'all are in your purpose and you know with doing
sure.
what you're supposed to be doing. So, okay, so. You are this financial person, but we're not going to talk about that.
We're not gonna
You
talk
know,
about
we're
that
not going to
tonight.
talk about that. We're going to talk about the passion, you know,
Sure.
of you connecting these people. Because what you do is you basically just bring these people together at different events, and you're giving them opportunity to showcase themselves.
Right.
So I've gone to a couple of them, and they are very, very, very cool. Because what happens is there's not any kind of people with the attitudes,
Pretentious
you know, or they have to be.
It's a comfortable
Yeah,
environment.
it's just like, hey, everybody's doing their thing. It's
No
just,
competition.
So how do you get these people together? How do you know that it's a good fit?
You know what? It's people, you know, it started out bringing them in professionally, you know, through the business. You know, at the end of last year, I was doing a lot of networking, you know, for the financial services. And I was really not happy with the kind of people that I was meeting at the networking events. And when I say, go into these networking events, it's supposed to be to help each other and to promote each other and to make connections and make referrals. But what I found was that the networking was really self-working. So you're meeting a lot of people at various events, and they say that they want to help you or you want to help each other, but I felt like a lot of people were truly interested in helping themselves. So I
Yeah.
was very discouraged by that because
Yeah.
that's not who I
Yeah.
am and my personality.
Right.
So after doing that for about a year and a half, I said, you know what, I know enough people out there that, let me try to make a couple of phone calls and say, I'm thinking about starting my own group. Would you be interested? So right before Christmas of last year, I did that, and I got a really good response. And by the beginning of, I think the first week of January, I had about 9 ladies, and I
Wow.
called them up, got them together at a restaurant for a little ladies' luncheon, and that's kind of how it took off.
Oh.
And, over the months, it was really, I feel like the person that you are draws like people, right? Birds of a feather flock together. And that's really kind of what it is. I feel like, the people that I look for are like myself, people that are not just business conscious, but people who are, spiritually conscious, people who have a common thread. Mine happens to be faith. That's
Yeah.
why I named it Faith Connections Group. So, that was one thing. When I was coming up with the name, I said, let me have it be a name that is something that's important to me. And to me, my faith is everything in my life. It's the
Okay.
common thread that gets me through the great times. It's the blessings. It's the common thread that gets me through the challenges of life. And so people, some of the professional people, are like, oh, is it a religious group? So I'm like, no, it's not a religious group. But to me, it was always a
Right.
spiritual group.
Right,
And I
right,
felt
right.
like God is the one that enabled me to bring this group together and start this journey. So it's been going on since January. I'm going to say, because I have 2 events a month, one is usually a luncheon and one is an evening event. So I probably have between both events about 50-something people
Yeah,
in that amount of time.
Yeah,
So and what I found was that everybody seems to be on the same page.
Right.
Everybody is really truly about helping each other.
Right.
The amazing connections that I've seen, and people that aren't about self-working, people
Yeah.
are about promoting each other and
Right.
coming together and building each other up, not just business-wise, but calling each other up during the week. How are you? How you
Yeah.
doing? What's
Right,
going
right,
on?
right,
And I'm
right.
doing this. How's your family?
Yeah.
Right.
So what is better than being able to do business with people that you truly like,
Yeah.
people that you trust,
Yeah.
people that are like-minded, people
Yes.
that that you truly care about. So that's kind of how that journey started. And I felt like there's been a couple of people that might have not been so like-minded, or who came and kind of like, hey, what am I getting out of this? And they kind of wind up not being there
Yeah,
at a certain
yeah,
point, and
yeah.
that's kind of what it is. So I'm just really truly blessed and amazed that God has given me the passion to be on this next journey in my life.
Right. Right.
I'm excited.
No,
and
it's
I
true.
think I texted you a couple of days ago, or last night, yesterday I texted you. I had a dream that there was because the luncheon usually draws 20-something, close
Right,
to
right,
30.
right, right.
So I had a dream 2 nights ago that there was 75 people in the
Oh, my
luncheon, and
goodness.
people were coming in, and they kept coming in, and they said, so-and-so referred me, and we were singing, and we were dancing, and it was a nice dream. So I'm
Wow.
waiting for that dream to come true, and I know it will be.
Wow,
I know
yeah.
it's going to be something really awesome with ladies like you, like
Yeah.
Pastor Karen, and like you. You guys have been, inspirational to me as well.
Well, I know I was fortunate not to make this one, but the last one, prior to, I guess it wasn't October. I got there for September. And I really enjoyed it. And I was like, wow. Because the connections that we made and what have you was very powerful. And now that you have men and women, it's a
Right.
little different.
Yeah.
So it's all. I just enjoyed it, and
Need a little
the
testosterone
networking.
to balance it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, but it was cool. But you know what? We're gonna take a real quick break, and
Okay.
we'll be right back. So and we're going to come back to you. So we'll be right back.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Horsehair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin. Galaxy
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and you missed our little break. We were having fun. But yes, we're going to get back, and hey, so I know your journey is all about, well, you were first the nurse, and then you decided to get into pastorship and went back to school. And so tell us a little bit about you. How did you decide to go to this next level?
Well, I was a nurse, and then my journey kind of took me into ICU, and I won't get into the whole topic of it, but the bottom line was I lived a couple of hours without blood, and when I came out, my journey began as more spiritual. Mm-hmm. I would really say to many, I went to church every Sunday, I was there, but did I know God is the question. Mm-hmm. Not until I got sick did I get to know God. Mm-hmm. And after I came out of ICU, I began my real journey to find out who God is and who I am. Mm-hmm. And that's how I started my way to pastorship. I started out as a women's ministry, helping women. Then I became the author that wrote the book on miracles because I was a miracle. Yeah. And so then my mission just continued from there on, an author, a teacher, a minister, and God just kept pouring into me, and I just kept giving it out. And before I knew, here I was. It happened so fast, but my bad part caused my good part to show up. Because had I not had the difficulties in my life, I would have never known I was anointed to be the pastor, to be the helper, to be the healer, to be the woman of God that can help, to do all these things, because I would have never looked. I would have always kept it at the physical.
Yeah.
But because of my physical going down and not being able to do nothing for myself, my mom and everybody that has the health background couldn't save me.
Right. Right.
Even the doctors couldn't save me. God had to save me. And so once that part of my life caused me to look into the spiritual and find out who I am, and the more the weaker I got in my body, the more powerful I got in the spirit. And so that's how my journey began. And to this day, you know, I always remember, you'll never forget the experience that you had in the ICU, naturally.
Right.
Because to them, I should be dead. I know I should be dead.
Right.
Who lives without blood?
Yeah.
And I mean, for hours.
Wow.
9 to be exact.
Wow.
And the one thing God said to me that made me come out and find out about him, he said, your blood is gone, but mine's is here. And I didn't understand that whole concept about his blood
Yeah.
and, you know, the shedding of blood for the remission of sins and all that. And, you know, that's biblical, but I didn't understand.
Right.
So it caused me to have to understand, because my body really had given up on me.
Right. Right.
And so had not my spirit been resurrected, I don't know if I would have lived. So my weak body caused my full spirit, the power.
Yeah, very powerful.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I've been in your church, and I've heard your words and your teachings, and you do have powerful message. And the other day, you had like 5 women or 6 women come together, and they were talking about women. And it was really very interesting how it came together, and I enjoyed it because it was, again, meeting some more folks and just the messages that everybody, including Florella, was there, and she shared her message, and it was very powerful, and I left there feeling very, very good. So you have a new follower, and it's all about sharing that. That's how I got here,
Right.
because I didn't know that this was my mission.
Right.
You know, this is my what I'm supposed to do, and
Your purpose.
my purpose. And I had no real. I knew I was supposed to help people.
Right.
And I had been helping people. This is who I have always been. I've been a caregiver,
Right.
you know, for forever, you know. But in order to really get to the masses,
You've got to go through the hell.
yeah,
Call it what it is. You've got to go. In order to reign with him, you got to suffer with him. And it's our suffering that gets us to our purpose and gets us to our destiny. And believe it or not, your suffering builds you up and gives you strength. And once you tell people that, it changes their perception. It changes their atmosphere, because many of us, when we go through suffering, we want to know why me, how come this, that, and the other. But you have to understand that your suffering is so that God can get the glory and you can reign. He's giving you fire in your areas of life so that he can strengthen you, so that he can use you, so that he can put you back on the right path. Because sometimes we're on a crooked path. We got one way of thinking and one way that we think our life is supposed to go, as I did with nursing and this and that. And I had no clue. Hear me clearly. I had no clue I would ever pastor. And they laugh at me because I always loved the music, and I always knew I would talk to people. I always thought I would be a DJ.
right. Oh, really?
DJ personality or something, you know. And I've done the 360. I lived in the club, you know, Monday to Sunday. I lived in the club, and so I never saw. And this is why they talk about the mysteries of God. Even in our lives, we have mysteries.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew
yeah.
that I was called to pastor, to preach until I was up in my 20s.
Right.
And then, even then, I found out, but it didn't happen. I was in
Yeah.
ICU at
Right.
37.
Right.
That's when it began to become real.
Yeah.
That, oh, here it comes.
Right.
Because I heard it,
Yeah.
and I talked to people, and they say,
Yeah.
oh, there's no such thing as prophets, there's no this, that, and the other. So you got to watch who you tell what God has
This
for
is
you.
so true. This is so true.
Because it can kill
Yeah.
the dream, and
Yeah.
it can kill
Yeah.
your passion
Yeah.
before you even get started.
This is true. Well, I'll tell you, because I know it myself. I always wanted to be a doctor.
Right.
And then I just got to school, and I was in college, and I said, do I want to go to school for that length of time? And do I want to go to school because I want to make money, or do I want to really help people? So I always liked science, so that's why I ended up become a lab technologist. But I didn't want to. I wasn't ready to go there. I didn't know really what I wanted, but I knew lab technology was not it. But
Right.
I knew it was a job, and I just had to do it.
Right.
Means to an end. And so it took me longer. So
Yeah.
in terms of sharing, it took me a long time because I'm knocking on 60 now. So
Yeah.
I know I look
Wow,
good,
God
but
bless you.
Listen, but the fact of the matter is that you found it.
yes,
And you're not a day late because God is always on time. He
Exactly.
knew exactly. You had to go
Exactly.
through everything you've been to get where you're at right
and
now.
this is it.
And this is it. It's
And-
60 is nothing to God.
Hello,
You know?
it is what
Really.
it is. You know, it's
know
like, hey,
It's so true what you said, there's jobs, you work your job to make a living or to have financial, but then you have your passion, what you
Exactly,
really like to
exactly.
do, And I feel like that God, all of us here, us three ladies, we definitely are out there helping people,
Yes.
encouraging people. So I feel like, God gives us a vehicle in which to help people, and it's a matter of recognizing what that is. So for you, it's the church and the women's ministry and being able to help, a great deal of ladies. For you, it's having, the show, Passions for Life, and, being able to inspire and encourage. And, I like to think with myself, it's my group,
Oh, yeah.
that I'm able to
Absolutely.
empower women.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a matter of, recognizing whatever vehicle and that God has gifted us with,
Yeah,
and having
definitely.
that ability to be able
Definitely.
to bring people together and
Yeah.
help people.
Well, did you ever feel like you had to step out of your comfort zone to get to where you're at?
Absolutely.
Because I
told
know,
you, I
yeah,
was in
yeah,
ICU.
right.
That's definitely not comfortable.
Yeah, no,
Fighting
no.
for my life.
Yeah.
In order for God to get me out of my independence,
Mm-hmm.
myself, I got it going on. I'm keeping it real tonight. In order for me to get away from, you're doing fine, you got your car, you got your house, you're living the life. And unfortunately, mine came through miscarriages,
Mm-hmm.
even 30 years of marriage with no kids. So all those things bring you to reality that, hey, wait a minute, there's a God, but there's also life beyond your troubles, and a better life at that. And so, yeah, you have to go through in order to appreciate and find your passion. Absolutely.
Yes, yes,
Absolutely,
yes,
because you
yes.
got to give up to get.
Yes, 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 yes.
And so God says, what if you give up your life, you'll find life. So I gave up what I thought was life, and boy, did I find life. And not only did I find my life, but I found eternal life, and I help people find their lives.
Yes.
Sure.
And their healing, that abundant life.
Yeah.
That it's okay to be messed up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay to go through.
Exactly.
It's part of the purpose
Exactly.
of where you're going.
Exactly.
He needs to bring you through. He wants you to know that he's there. So he puts you through something that nobody can help you but him.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is so
So
true.
everybody's got to do that one. And so if you haven't got there yet, you're on your way.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and we've all been there.
Yeah,
We've all had to
definitely.
go through
Yeah.
some unfortunate times, but look how strong we are now. Look how happy we are
Definitely.
now.
Yeah.
When we went through, we weren't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we were sad, we were hurt, losing mom, losing grandma, losing family members, losing babies. That's life.
Right.
Well, I've done that too.
Yeah,
So it's like,
you understand,
yeah,
and
yeah, Mm-hmm.
I talk to people many times about that. How do you keep your husband, 30 years, 33 years together and you have no kids? What did he do? He was God-led as well.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Because
right.
I've talked to many whose husbands have left because they
Right.
want kids.
Right, right.
Or we could have adopted, we could have done all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't do it. I mean, and we're happy with who we are, and not to say that we won't
Exactly.
do it,
Yeah.
but right now, up until this time, life is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to have issues because life does throw you the curveball.
Exactly.
Now, you can either live life with your curveball or you can pay attention to the curveball and miss life.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to
Right.
you.
There's a lot of
without-
losses in life, there's a lot of challenges, but I definitely believe God brings you blessings, things that you lose, but things that you gain.
Yeah, yeah,
know?
definitely.
Out of your losses.
Out of your losses, for sure.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to take a leap of faith because I was in a different career for 14 and a half years, and God put me on this journey, and He guided me to do what I'm doing professionally now, and to start this this journey of connecting people.
Yeah.
And I had no idea, and like you said, I've had my losses the last couple of years. My grandmother and my uncle, back to back, and they were, two incredible people in my life that inspired me to do everything up
Right.
until this day. They made me the strong woman that I am. And I always say, the person, if you see a person in me that you like, friendly person or a nice person or a giving person, it's from, it's from my family.
Right.
I've been blessed with a beautiful family.
Yeah.
And, I had no idea, 2 years ago when I went through that loss, I couldn't imagine, how it's,
Bouncing back.
right. Can't imagine bouncing back. Even though you're an adult, you said these are
Yeah.
two people that were such a integral, important part of my life,
right,
and
right.
I couldn't imagine. But, I know that they're, watching over me,
Yeah.
and the blessings that God has brought me in the last couple of years has been just amazing. And I had no idea that I would be sitting here right now talking about, the things that have happened,
Yeah.
the
And
last
be okay with it.
and be okay with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You learn to come to a place of acceptance. We all have our our challenges that we
Yeah.
go through, and it's a matter of coming to that point of peace.
Yeah, yeah.
Life is not always perfect, but there's so many blessings, and we can't we can't forget the blessings that we have.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
sometimes it's hard when you're going through
Right.
those difficult
Oh,
times
yeah.
to
Yeah.
see
Oh,
the
yeah.
sunshine,
Oh, yeah.
but the sunshine will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says
No.
trials and tribulations will come, but I have overcome the world.
Mhm.
So meaning that no matter what you go through,
Mhm.
you can come out.
Oh,
He's
wow.
overcome it already.
Definitely. I
So,
believe that
Yeah,
for sure.
no
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
He's overcome
yeah,
it. Whatever
yeah.
it is, he did it already.
Oh, yeah.
He
Weeping
was
may
our
last-
substitute, but yeah, weeping may
Last
last for
for a
a
night.
but joy comes in the morning.
Joy comes in the
Absolutely,
morning.
and that
And it
night can
truly
be long.
does.
Yeah.
It ain't a
It
true
does.
night, but it
Yeah.
can be a long night.
Maybe a couple of nights, couple of
It may
weeks,
be a
couple of
night to
months.
God can be years.
Sure.
Of weeping,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
true. As you
yeah.
say, you were caregivers. That's
Yes.
a night.
Mhm.
And then it's no joy to lose them, but after it's over, you grieve. You have to accept it, and then you have to go live on. And so that's the joy he's talking about. As he says, this peace I give to you is not the peace of the world. I'm going to give you peace with what you're going through so that you can still live this abundant
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Because if you don't have no peace, you ain't got no joy.
Hello.
You ain't got no life.
That's
Because if you
it.
got to worry about every day,
That's
you
it.
messed up and you sad and you're oppressed in every obstacle and every problem.
Yeah.
If that's all you can put your focus on, you're messed up. But if you can find something to focus on
That's
that can
it.
give you joy,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
as far as
Right.
I'm concerned, the
Yeah,
gospel.
yeah, yeah.
And you can get a word in, and you can get a
I
word
agree.
to help you.
Mhm.
Is anything better than that? They say, is anything better than that? Is anything too hard for God?
No.
Absolutely not. And that's what we all know.
Yeah.
We all have our different ways of getting to Him. But the fact of the matter is that we got there.
Yes.
Well, I know.
Amen.
You're so true. Amen. It's
Yeah.
true. Well, I know with myself, I had to just step out by faith
Yep.
and just do my thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And being that I was there for them, I never felt like, oh my gosh, to grieve. I saw them go through. So when they passed, yes, I missed them, but I was there.
Right.
Right.
So I had to just embrace what
It was
their
time.
next
Yeah.
journey. They were transitioning,
But
and
you
they did
understood
transition.
that.
I understood it because
Mhm.
I had that peace,
Peace.
you know, and he gave me that peace because
And
I
he gave you
needed
the
that.
knowledge.
Yes, so I was good. I could still go on, even with my mom going.
Yeah.
You know, there was some things that went down, but that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because he took care of it
He
and
made everything
revealed,
right.
you know, certain things. So it's all good.
Right.
It was like, I got it, you know, but I'm not going to tolerate certain things,
Right.
you know.
Absolutely.
So, but in terms of being able to step out and come out of my comfort zone, because I was not a public speaker. I was
Yeah.
not. I'm still not. I still don't. I don't even like on the phone sometimes. You know, if it's like I have a little conversation and a lot of people on, and I'm supposed to say something, I get a little nervous.
Yeah.
So
That's good. It make you think.
so I'm like, oh no, because you ladies will come out there and just share, and in front of all these people, I'm like, I'm impressed. So
That's our job.
yeah,
I mean,
I still get those,
Yeah.
those little
Yeah.
butterflies. Yeah, not so much now because we're just having
Yeah.
our little girls talk.
Girls
so,
talk.
yeah, but it's not always easy standing up in front of people and having to convey a message because you want to make sure that you got the message across.
Right,
So
right.
sometimes you get a little
Yeah,
jittery.
absolutely.
So-
So I'm always,
You're
God,
always-
if you don't do it, they won't get it.
Yeah,
Right.
this
That's
is
the
true.
that's
This
the
is
reality.
true. This is
I
true.
trust God that much that when I step to any podium or any mic or anything, women, I preach to one like I preach to 5,000.
Right.
It doesn't matter. And so I get up there, and my whole thing is I rely on God. And God, if you know what they need, I don't.
Right.
If you
right.
don't tell me what they need, and if you don't speak to me, they're not going to get what you came here for. Because I came here because you sent me.
Right.
Now, God, you come and you help your people. That's
Were
how
you
I look
always
at it.
like this? Were you always?
My personality has always been fun and laughter.
Right,
So
right,
my
right.
preaching does that as well.
Right,
And
right,
that
right.
makes people comfortable. I believe in being myself. And what I mean by that, I can't preach to you what I ain't been through.
Sure.
That's the reality. I want you to know that I'm not up here just preaching because I want to be paid or because I have knowledge or whatever. No. I'm up here because I've been through. God healed me. He placed me here to use me.
Right.
And God used me any way you want to. So that's how it comes off. So I'm transparent. I
Oh
don't
well,
mind
yeah.
telling you
And you know when
my
we come
truth.
back, we're gonna talk about some transparency and what have you, because we gotta take another break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Okay.
You smell so good, I won't have to bathe the next 2 weeks. Anything. So, here, laugh a little harder. All right?
I will take him. I would be proud to show you off, you little old weirdo man.
Get a new sweater. The worst dressed man here tonight. Right? Look, get that laugh, and get it in there tonight because nobody else is going to laugh like her. She's under drugs, all right?
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Lee, GMC, in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with your one Madhouse TV.
You are the man.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee. And, well, my friends, we have about 12, 13 more minutes. We're going to talk about transparency. We're going to talk about how we balance all this crazy stuff, because we have to share, but how do you balance it? I'm going to go to Florella first.
How do I balance it? It's not always easy, it's not always easy, Me personally, I do a lot of meditation and praying, and I truly ask God for guidance every day. Before I put my feet on the ground every morning, before I get out of bed, I'm reading something inspirational. It's usually Joel Osteen or Neil Donald Walsh, and just asking God for help, and trying to me, balance is staying peaceful, and it starts here and it starts here. If you have a lot of anxiety or frustration and you're thinking about, oh my God, what do I have to do today? What do I have to do this week? You're not going to be able to balance. And talking about taking things holistically, you have to find some peace of mind. You have to find peace in your heart, and you really have to find balance, and balance by taking a holistic approach to your life. Emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. You have to find peace. To me, peace is balance.
Yeah, it's important, very. So, how about you?
Well, actually, to balance, I look at it in terms of when God came, he said he would help us get through things. And so my balance is not only prayer, but sometimes, if I could say it the easiest way, sometimes you just got to let the Spirit lead you. To talk to the natural, I'd say my intuition says what my priorities are for today.
Right.
Let me make what's necessary for today, and let tomorrow take care of tomorrow, which is spiritually the word.
Right.
Let's take care of what's necessary today, what's necessary. My body is also always necessary. My peace of mind is also necessary. My spirit has also got to be fed. So you look at it like that. That's the way I do. I feed my spirit first. If I feed my spirit first, the rest will follow. If I get God in my life first, if I focus on him first, he'll give me the instructions that I need to get where I'm going.
Okay.
So that's how I keep my balance. Does that mean that always works for me? No, because sometimes I don't always sometimes you get up and you let your flesh go first.
Right.
And sometimes, it's not going to kill you, but it just doesn't, it flows so much easier if I let God work me first.
Right.
So that's how I
I
keep
think
it.
for me,
1 second. I forgot. We do have the telephone lines open.
Oh.
So if anybody wants to call, they're going to put the number. I know we only have a few more minutes, but if you want to call, you can call and say, hey, and ask some questions to these lovely ladies, so you can. So go ahead.
I think the Serenity Prayer, it's a prayer that I totally believe in, and I have a little angel at home. She has the Serenity Prayer written on her. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I kind of try my best to lead my life like that. It's not always easy, but we have to truly some things we have control over, and some things we don't. So, to spend so much time wasted and focusing on things that we can do nothing about,
Exactly.
it consumes so much energy. So just I try to focus on things that I know I have some control over.
Right.
It's not always easy. I'm a work in progress.
Yes.
We all are.
Yeah. Oh, we all definitely
all
are. My thing is, don't sweat the small stuff.
There you
Yeah,
go.
true.
And then you also got to remember, don't despise the small stuff either.
This is true, because
the
it's
small
lessons.
stuff teaches
Lessons.
you how to handle the big stuff.
I believe that
And
for sure.
I find-
Without a doubt.
Because
So-
I know with anything, like if it's a little hard, a little hardship, a little,
Yeah.
you know what? Okay,
It's worth it.
I'm embracing it, because guess what? I learned.
Yep.
Because I'm not gonna that's not gonna happen again.
No,
Not
you
without
gotta
a
learn-
doubt.
You gotta learn
Like,
how to
no.
work it. And the
You know?
reality is, you
Yeah,
do. You have to
yeah,
learn how to work
yeah,
it, and that's
yeah.
how you balance. You don't sweat
Exactly.
the small things.
No.
That right there is not important. This is more important.
Exactly.
My peace is more
Yes.
important. My health is
Yes,
more
yes,
important.
yes.
My spirit is more important.
Exactly.
My life is more
Exactly.
important.
And
so
being
I don't
happy.
want to risk it.
I want to be happy.
You know what? And a lot
That's
of
it,
times A lot of times we let that human worry take over. And if you think about it, how often do you worry about things that never ever happen? You know?
Hello?
And it's time that
yes.
you can never get back.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. And that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
And you talked about transparency. It's
Absolutely.
like, let it be. You know, I don't have to
to
worry
fake the
about
funk.
nothing.
Right.
This is who I am. Accept me. If you don't, it's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
many fake the funk because they can't handle who they
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the reality, and that's where pastoring comes in. That because we go to the inside.
Right, right,
We know
right.
what's on the outside. We can
Exactly.
see, but we also can
Exactly.
see the inside,
Exactly.
and we deal with that. So a lot of people fake the funk because they're ashamed or hurt about their lifestyles, and so they put on a facade.
Right.
And as a spiritual person, you get to go past that facade,
Right.
and you get to talk to the inside person,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the outside drops, and there's your atmosphere changer.
Right.
That's what I call it. You change the atmosphere. So if I'm transparent and I tell you what I've been through, then your wall drops.
Exactly.
And you say, oh, well, if she's telling you that, she's telling you about her hardships and her life, then you know what? Mine ain't that bad.
Right,
I,
right.
can we be just, can we
Yeah,
just
yeah,
talk? Can
yeah.
we be real? And that's what you got to do with transparency.
That's it.
And it opens up unbelievable things that, and once I open you up, God is able to go in and heal.
Exactly.
The Holy Ghost will
No,
do it
it's
every
You know,
true.
time.
because people
It's
always
true.
think that
Every
whatever they're
time.
going through, they're the only one.
Exactly.
That they have it worse than
So
everybody
true,
else.
so
But,
true.
you know, when you can be transparent with somebody and have a conversation and say, listen, I understand what you're going through because I went through it myself. You know, it kind of
Yeah.
brings that person where they're not so anxious about opening up to who
Yeah.
as to who they really are.
And that's actually now that I became a coach.
Oh.
I just got my certification.
Amen.
And so I'm not. Well, no. I don't know what I got, but I got something. I just graduated.
You definitely have something.
I graduated.
girl.
I didn't go and get I didn't get the certification per se, but I am
Okay.
something. Anyway, I'm a coach.
Mentor.
I'm a health coach.
Help.
But you have to listen, and you just have to be part. It's all about sharing, and they see that you care, and they want to share because you can relate, and it's all about relating. So
And not being so judgmental.
no, you can't. No, and that's what I love you both. You know. So actually, since we only have a few more minutes, I want you to tell about what y'all coming up, what's coming up for both of y'all, and just tell how they can reach you, and then it's almost over.
We have a business symposium coming up. When God began to talk to me, and I'll make it real quick, and then I'll add the business. God began to say, church is not only your soul, but your finances and your knowledge and wisdom. You need to reach out to the business people. One, it does two things. It brings business to church, and it takes church out to business. And so we need both of that.
Right,
so what I
right,
did,
right.
my first visionary was to do a business symposium. I kind of just followed God, picked people that God gave me. First one went well. Now the second one, first one I met Florella.
Right,
she was
right,
one
right.
of the visitors. Now she's coming in as a co-host.
Right.
And she's doing her part of financial. We have Karen Carter coming in. We have Haim coming in, who is the reason why we all know
Yes,
each other.
yes, yes.
And he's going to be talking about confidence to change. Karen Carter is going to be talking about health to well-being. And Florella's going to be talking about freedom, financial to freedom. I'll be
Wow.
talking about failure to success.
Okay.
And so you can reach me at 516-884-0094, or my website is drkarendetweiler.com. And Florella will tell you how you can reach her, and she can add to it. But I think that as God has connected us all, what God is doing now is we're connecting each other, not just as friends, but gifts are starting to show. And so if we can take our gifts and put them together, there's no end to what we can do. There's no
Right.
limit to what God can do through us.
Right.
And so I'm excited about all the new people that I've met, and reaching out and doing the visionary part, and people wanting to come to church and
Right.
wanting to be a part of it, because everybody doesn't have to do it.
Right. And what's
So-
your church name? And
Glory Temple Ministry. It's at 588 Seaman Avenue in Baldwin. We have Bible studies on Wednesday night and service every Sunday at 11.
Okay. And how do you spell your last? What's the web? Because you said that real fast.
Dr. DR, www.dr Karen, Karen, Deadweiler, DEADWYLER.com. That's my website.
Okay, cool. Now, Miss Florella.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to be working with Karen, and doing the business symposium, because I feel like, there's a missing link. There's a missing link with people, as far as business goes. There's also a missing link spiritually. And, I feel like to be able to bring people together holistically where, they can get some business guidance, they can get some business encouragement, they can get some spiritual inspiration and, positive vibes, and connect them with like-minded people. What better setting to be able to, bring you together. I believe, a successful person is going to be someone that is peaceful here, someone that is successful in business, and, someone that has financial freedom, someone that has, emotional and spiritual well-being. So I believe that, these business symposiums are going to be really important to a lot of different people. They're going to have a, wonderful effect and be very inspirational.
Yeah,
So I'm excited.
definitely. I'm excited too.
Thursday.
Because I have been to a couple of your functions and
Yeah.
events, and they're amazing.
So
So
it's going to be, it will be this Thursday, October 27th,
okay,
from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
and it's going to be in Baldwin
yeah, 6 to-
at
588 Senior
right,
Avenue at
right,
Glory Temple.
at
yes.
Glory
Temple
Temple.
Ministries.
And where can they reach you?
They can reach me.
Look.
They can reach me 516-967-6180. And my email address is Adams, my last name ADAMS _ Florella, FLORELLA @nlvmail.com. NLVmail, MAIL.com.
Okay, cool. Well, ladies, I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
It
you.
was our pleasure.
Oh my goodness. It was wonderful for sharing all this information. It went so fast, and we're going to have to do it again.
Sure.
Yes.
And I don't know when, but it's going to be soon. And because next week we're going to be talking about self-image. I'm trying to convince you all to come out because we're going to have quite a few folks just talking about what we feel about ourselves and how we should feel and how we can help each other
Sure.
feel good, because we have to feel good. And it's all what we're doing right here,
Yes.
right now, inspiring people
Empowering
to
each
just
other.
empowering,
Yes.
and it's just part of our journey.
Yes. To
So
motivate.
yes, to motivate
To
and
uplift.
help people
Inspire,
just
guide.
be the best they can.
Yes. Even without
Yes,
problems.
yes.
Even
And
without
problems
issues.
are just a
That's what they are.
manufacturing. It
Problems.
is
But
what it
there's a
is.
solution.
It's a
There's-
challenge.
there are
Yeah.
challenges
There's
that you can
challenges.
overcome.
Exactly, and we
And the
have.
ones that you can't.
Yes.
There's some that you
Hey.
can't overcome, but you can get peace with it.
Yes.
And so that's the good
yes.
part. you
And
know?
make it work that
Work for you. Let it work
it's better
you.
for you. So life is amazing. I love you all, and I love life. And thank you for
Love you
sharing your
too.
passion. Thank you for being here with your passions. And we're going to come back next week to share some more passions and empowering, educate, and inspire. So come on back next week. Passions for Life next week with Dee and Friends. Oops. Bye. Take care.